Let's now take a look at the part of speech called adjectives, what an adjective is, why we use them, and look at some examples. An adjective is a word that describes or modifies a noun. So it's called a describing word. It can also describe a pronoun. An adjective in a sentence will tell you which one, what kind, how many, or how much. So let's take a look at examples first of all of which one. Words such as this, that, these, and those would be examples of adjectives. In this sentence, this car is expensive. This is modifying car because it's telling you specifically it's this one right here. Another category of adjectives will tell you what kind, such as they're sweet, sad, tall, quiet, all those descriptive words. And in this example, the quiet mood filled the room. The noun is quiet because adjectives describe nouns. So the adjective is quiet and it's describing the mood in the room. And the final example would be how many. For example, few, all, most, or a number like 3. In this example, 3 employees have been hired. The adjective is 3 and it's modifying the noun employees, so you know how many employees have been hired. So why do we need adjectives? What's the purpose of adjectives? Well, they have a number of purposes. One, adjectives will add description to your writing. Your writing would be very bland without using adjectives. They can also add meaning and depth to your words and your thoughts. So when you're describing something using adjectives, the reader can almost picture what you're trying to say. You can picture it in your mind's eye what you're trying to talk about or to describe to your reader. So let's look at this example. The man drove his car down the street. There are no adjectives, nothing to describe the noun man, nothing to describe the noun car, and nothing to describe the noun street. It's just a very simple sentence, which is rather boring because there's no description. But take a look at the second sentence and the use of adjectives, how it spices up your sentence. The young man, so you've got the man, and the adjective young describes who he is. So you're getting a picture of him. You know his approximately his age. Yes, he's driving a car, but that's boring, that noun. What kind of a car? Well, it's shiny, it's red, and it's a sports car. So you've got 3 adjectives right here describing the car. And street is another noun, and here's another adjective. What kind of street? It's a busy street. So you've got all those adjectives which make your sentence much more colorful. Another use of adjectives, or something to know about adjectives, is that they often come before the noun that they're describing. Not always, but usually they come before the noun. So she has nice eyes and black hair. If you look at this example, eyes is one noun, hair is another noun, and so you've got the adjective nice, which is describing eyes, and you've got the adjective black, referring to hair. In this second example, she has beautiful large green eyes and long, sleek, dark hair. Eyes is the noun, and notice the 3 adjectives that come before the noun, which makes you able to picture what her eyes look like. They're beautiful, they're large, and they're green. All those 3 adjectives make eyes more descriptive. And instead of just saying she has black hair, hair is your noun. And let's take a look at the adjectives. The hair is long, it's sleek, and it's dark. So you can picture the woman's hair. So I'd like to work on these 4 sentences with you. Let's select the adjectives and see how they add spice to your sentence and you're able to picture what the reader is saying. fresh flowers have a wonderful fragrance. First you need to find the noun. One noun is flowers, because a noun is a person, place, or a thing. The next noun is a fragrance. So how would you describe the flowers? Well, the adjective is fresh. Fresh is describing what the flowers are like. So you can picture almost the smell of the fresh flowers. And what kind of a fragrance? Well, the fragrance is absolutely wonderful. So wonderful becomes an adjective. Expensive equipment must be kept in a safe place. The person, place, or thing. One noun would be equipment. The next noun is place. So what kind of equipment is it? Well, it's expensive equipment. There's your adjective. And where would you keep it? You want the place to be safe. So safe would be an adjective as well. The shining silver was displayed in a charming antique cabinet. Well, the silver is the noun. What kind of silver is it? Here's your adjective. It's shining. So you can picture it sparkling. It was displayed in the cabinet. So cabinet would be another noun. What words modify or describe cabinet? Well, first it's an antique cabinet. So you know now it's an older cabinet. You can picture that. And it's also very charming. It's quaint. It has character. So charming and antique would both be adjectives modifying the noun cabinet. The last example, after visiting the busy, crowded city, I was excited to get back to my peaceful, rural farmhouse. Let's look for any nouns. Well, one noun would be city, and another noun would be farmhouse. So what words describe first city? So the city it's busy, and it's also crowded. So those are two adjectives describing the noun city. So you can picture what a city's like with those two adjectives. You were excited to get back to your farmhouse. What is it about the farmhouse that's tempting to return to? Well, one is that it's peaceful. That's one adjective. And the other is the fact that it's rural, meaning it's in the country. So you can picture how quiet and what kind of a mood would be elicited from going back to your farmhouse from the city. So these are examples, on only a few examples of adjectives, and I'm trying to show you the benefit of using adjectives in your writing. Keep in mind too, there are also the words the, a, and an. Now these are called articles. This is a definite article. And a and an are called indefinite articles. You'll find them, they're always used in sentences. So they're articles, and often they are referred to as adjectives as well. They're not descriptive words, but they just point to things. So please try to use adjectives as often as possible. It will really add a lot of depth and variety to your writing, and it makes the reader be able to picture what you're trying to say in more depth. Thank you.